up, YouTube? Professor Pete here. Feels good. Going to Japan. You're thinking, man, Japan. I know Japan. Everyone knows Japan. Everyone's been there. Well, let's see where it is on the map. So, I mean, it's going to take you anywhere from 6 hours, 13 hours. You're coming from the West Coast over here, California, whatever. It's going to take you at least 9 hours to get to Tokyo, which is around here. If you're from Korea, it's a quick 1 hour flight or so. I happened to fly from Bangkok, which was like 6 hours. So it wasn't too bad. Even a 9 hour, 11 hour flight's not bad. You just gotta find things to do. Watch movies, even bad ones, because then it helps you fall asleep. Bring your laptop, do a little bit of work. Next thing you know, you're there. Easier said than done, I guess, right? So once you land, you end up here at Narita Airport. It's not that close to Tokyo, which is over here. You're gonna take a train, and the train prices range from $10 to like $30. If you want to take a taxi, it'll cost you $150. So if you got 5 people with you, then maybe a taxi's worth it, but you're not gonna be able to fit 5 people. Anyways, this is the ring of Tokyo. Like I told you, I've been to Tokyo many times, and here's a couple pictures. This is when I was younger. This is when people didn't travel that much. People didn't know how to travel. There's no such thing as Google Maps. Nobody starred places. Nobody wrote vlogs. So it was really tough to figure out Tokyo. In fact, there wasn't even Wi-Fi back then. And I'm talking about 12 years ago, 13 years ago. Now there's Wi-Fi. Now there's everything. It's very easy. There's written English text. When you go to a restaurant, before there's no translation. So it was really tough to get around, but it's a lot easier now. There's pros and cons to that, right? Now you got tons of people. The prices of everything have skyrocketed. Well, it's more or less still the same. It's still expensive. It is the most expensive Asian city. Done. I mean, Hong Kong's expensive too, but anyway. So what is there to do in Tokyo? This should be pretty standard. Most of these places we're not going to hit. Tokyo Tower is cool. It's cheap. It's great views of the city. Skytree is really high and kind of expensive. Probably not worth going, but there is a cool mall on the bottom. This is a cool temple. All these temples, hate to say this, are more or less the same, especially if you don't know what you're looking at. Odaiba is really fun with the Gundam, which we won't see. Tokyo Disneyland, also neat, which we won't see. Disney Sea is also cool. Ueno Park, also don't see. Anyways, you get the deal. Harajuku we do see. Shinjuku Garden is very nice. I think it's only $3 to enter anyway. Roppongi has a cool nightlife. I would agree with that. And the list goes on and on. Some of these other places we're seeing. Pretty cool. So, what do we know about Tokyo? Well, it is a huge city. There's about 13 million people just within the middle, and then there's another 20 million outside the ring. And that brings you a massive total of 37 million. And when there's 130 million people in a country, and 25% live in one city, that is crazy. It still doesn't feel that busy. I think mostly with tourists, it does feel busy. I mean, when you're in the metro, yes. There's certain times, peak times, it's like sardines. And you should definitely experience that. I think that's really a lot of fun. Like I said, I've been there so many times. And so in this video, I'm not going to go to all these touristy spots. You can watch other videos for that. There's certain places that I would definitely recommend going. Shinjuku is one of those areas for shopping and just for the energy of the city. A lot of cool bars there. Golden Guy. Shinjuku Station. You should totally go there just for the station. There's something like 24 entry points in and out of this massive metro station. And it's so much fun. So highly recommend going there. Shibuya is where we will go there. It's where the big crossing is, and my favorite toy store is there. Other places, we are going to go over here to the Imperial Palace, which I only went for the first time after about 10 times. So I wouldn't go there otherwise. There's some other cool places. I stayed in Ueno. Ueno is actually over here, and that's really close to Akihabara, which is where all the stars are, and I'll show you a little bit more in detail. And there's some other cool places all throughout. Another nice place that I like to go for some toys and collectibles is Nakano Broadway, which is over here. And so you can see that this is essentially a ring that goes around. You take the JR line, the Metro line. It's going to cost you $2 or $3 to go around the circle. And around the circle, it's going to take you anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes. So make sure you plan accordingly. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in the subway system. It takes 10 minutes to go down, 10 minutes to go up, and another 20 minutes at least in the trains. So, you really can't knock out too many places in one day. And Asakusa is somewhere close by, right around here. And then a couple other places that we hit up, which I totally think you should visit because they're free. A couple things I forgot to mention is the Metropolitan government building, which is right here, which has kind of nice views of the city. It's free. The garden that I went to, which is called Koshigawa Gardens, is right there. Asakusa Temple is right here, which we'll have a quick look at. Harajuku, which is another fun little place to walk around, is right here. So we're hitting up a lot of spots. Again, this is going to be a short video, so definitely check it out. When I do go back to Japan, I will, no promises. I may make a better video, may not. Anyways, let's go. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm an animation professor, so I've taken students with me some of the shots from the courses that I've taken students with. So we're visiting animation studios, Square One and Digital Frontier, good friend there, and some guys from Square, Konami. There's the famous Ghibli Museum, which you need to book in advance, 30 days. I'm so super tired, and it's just a funny, goofy picture. And then there's the last dinner. I love Japanese barbecue. And so it's really cool, to be able to travel with the students, see these different places, and I'm just sharing you the knowledge that I've got over the time in a very casual way. This is the equipment room. Everything's kind of packed away, ready to... I wish I'd shot more of the Airbnb. It was really nice. It kind of felt like I was in a camping. It was cool, very cold at night. There's 2 bedrooms, very traditional Japanese house. It's paper thin walls. Can't see Mount Fuji today. Pretty neat. And now we're taking the bus back into Tokyo. And so there's Christian. Not a lot of talking in this video. We finished shooting, and there's Lynn, our model, just sitting behind, taking some selfies, I guess. I don't know. Very nice little ride, about $30. And this is the Metropolitan government building. The other side is where you can go up to the top, but there's a massive line, so we didn't end up doing that. It's kind of unfortunate. And so this is our lunch. Excellent fried rice, Japanese style, some soups. Really nice. And so now we're in Harajuku. This is the main street. It's more or less like a box. You go to the very end of the street, and you kind of make a square around. And then right behind the station is where there's a shrine, which I'll show you a picture of that. And there it is, the very famous sign. The name of the street is Takeshita. Everyone takes pictures here. It's super crowded. I mean, just thinking about it now. Why aren't everyone wearing masks? And there's all these little shops, little cute shops, a lot of dessert stands. It does take you a bit of time to walk through, but it's part of the fun, I guess. You can see all these little things and a lot of eccentric items, bright colored, poppy stuff. A lot of cosplay used to be here. You can still pick up a lot of cosplay, and there used to be on the bridge on Sundays cosplayers, but that's kind of gone now because of all the tourists. So now we're making that square around, and there's a nice little coffee shop I like to hit up. You see all the tourists and stuff like that. A lot of the international shops are here, like H&M and stuff like that. And there is one of the malls. It takes a bit of effort to get up there, but once you get up there, there's a really nice Starbucks on the roof top, and that's where I like to kind of chill and relax. So didn't shoot any video. Yeah, as you can see, there's the rooftop. Highly recommended. You should definitely go there to have a little rest. And so there's the shrine. Didn't shoot any video of this either, but there is the gate of the, like I said, taking lots and lots of trains and eating a lot of barbecue. So that was really nice. Now, this is in Ueno, and Ueno is really local, so I would recommend staying there. This is Shibuya, and this is the famous crossing. You gotta go there as well. There's also Starbucks that everyone takes shots of. It's on the 2nd or 3rd floor, as you can see right in front. And this is another shopping area. And there's a few bars, so it does have a lot of personality. And in the previous video, we go to Shibuya for Halloween, which was okay, a lot of walking. And now we're in Asakusa. The temple here is oldest in Tokyo, very beautiful, tons and tons of people. And it's a lot of fun with lots of food as you walk into the temple. I had Lynn with me. I told her I'd be a tour guide as one of the perks. So I said, hey, why don't you just walk by and I'll shoot some slow-mo of you. But the slow-mo cam shoots tight, so I had to pull back a little bit more, so the second round turned out a little bit better. I don't think she's seen this too, but there you go then. Looking pretty good. Get your phone in your pocket. And sushi, gotta love my sushi. So good. And she wanted some other stuff, so went to another shop to get the dinner. And now we're walking around the Imperial Palace, and this is kind of a really nice park. You can't go into the temple, or you can't go into the castle, but it's still really nice. And so a lot of people, and if you really like big gardens, this is a cool place to kind of hang out and chill. Personally, I don't, and so we end up going somewhere else. But still, beautiful day in November, nice and sunny, air is fresh, just love it. So much of this palace is closed, so like this little traditional house is closed. Food, pretty cheap, I think, $6-7. Taxes in, tip in, raw tuna with an egg on top over rice, so good. And then some more stuff over rice, seaweed, pork, beef, eggs. And here's the other garden. It's called Koshikawa, and it was very quiet. Nobody's there. It was close to where we were, so that's why we dropped in there. But there's a lot of gardens like this where you just do a little bit of research. You find all these beautiful places with beautiful ponds and wonderful bridges. And so that's it in a nutshell. It was kind of a really quick trip. It was 2 or 3 days compressed into these short video clips. And the airport train, like I was saying earlier, anywhere from $10 to $30 to get you to the airport, so anywhere between 1 to 2 hours to get you there. And as you can see, it's not too crowded, not too busy. I hope you enjoyed Tokyo. Again, Tokyo easily could be a 10-part series, and maybe when I have the energy, I'll make that for you. But anyways, maybe someday I will. Keep subscribing, leave some comments, and I think we're gonna go to, I'm not sure, Barcelona, Spain? Yeah, maybe. We'll see you in the next video.